fact, it looks like a full push going through from Asuna. The rest of the team playing that a little bit more patiently in the defense, looking like they have a set play of their own, ready to get in towards that mid position. It's going to be a brawl early, but it goes even.
Keeping it neck and neck to start with. Okay, 100 Thieves though. They've thinned out that defense and they've got a reaction, a bit of space out of Asuna. Doesn't expect another player to be this close already. Having already pulled those rotations towards the B site with the early play, they're getting that plant down now with the man advantage.
Spike planted.
Yeah, there's a lurk again. They've left a second player behind. We saw this from Cryo throughout the previous matches, just setting up those late plays to get into position, and the rest of the team, all they really need to do is burn down that clock. For Cloud9, they need to start taking that space back. They don't even know there's another man in the backlines, but Xeppaa's already opened up onto one.
I think he might have spotted they weren't defusing at that moment, so a little bit of info to play with, but now the pressure's on. They've got to move forward, and right into Xeppaa. He almost got away with it. Playing a retake perhaps, a few spams through the smoke, but finding nothing, and it looks like we could have a plan for 100 Thieves. As we said, their post-plant game has been flawless, or very close to. We're now going to have to see a big resurgence from Cloud9 coming in, but yay with the tour de force. Keep an eye on that.
But also, Orbital Strike and a Showstopper, so much clearing potential here for the side of C9 to just get rid of some of those players. They've used the Tiger to clear the close spot, and already Leaf is going to open up onto one. There goes the Showstopper, but the counter flash actually pretty good, and they've used that Orbital Strike deep. Nobody can push through mid. Someone's going to have to go for a move, try and make the spam, and actually is successful, buying a little bit more time for the rest of the team. Derrek looking to try and swing back out, and they're winning every single fight, and the Molotov closes it out. A fantastic...
On in towards bathroom. Hasn't spotted out all too much to work with, and there's the information. It comes at the cost of Cryo's life. Leave, showing up for huge damage, and Ye's got another. This round was a risky investment, but this is why they took the risk. El Diablo's on the server taking heads, and another is found. Just a ridiculous round for seeing the way through. Knows there's a player up top to deal with, but it's Zellsis spraying into this smoke. It's blind, he has no idea where they could be. Just wants to land a stray bullet and nothing is to be found. That plant now secured, and they've got to fight back into the Viper's pit with Stellar landing shots on the return.
Yeah, the second this pit has been down, he's been nasty. We saw his ace yesterday. Just knows his position so well and just dodging those bullets within that smoke. Unfortunately, the opposing one has already gone down, so they can't exactly pop another in the mix. And I feel like this is already looking like a save for the remaining players of C9. There is no way back into this site. It will be a sick for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, Ye could decide to pull out the Headhunter here, give him a bit more versatility in that pit, but you're not going to run in there with an op. It just makes far more sense to save it over to the next round and keep your economy healthy. But this, little bit of damage and a risk. Only the risk of losing the Phantom, and they've got a little bit of money to work with.
He got 4 bullets.
He does. He was spraying. He sprayed like 3 matches. The Boom bot takes the TP. Puts up his wall on the B site. This is going to be an aggressive one. They want to try to take some control over Hookah, but with Leaf going out in the pit, again, assuming that this was going to be, I guess, a full commitment towards B, that's the pit down. They're going to stagger push, though. And of course, Ye has the confidence to back up that push that was held just moments ago. He's waiting to swing on the angle as the fight's coming down on B. A game of patience on the A site that could tell us the whole story. Yay! He's caught! Doesn't quite make it into the TP. The A site's open, but so is B by the looks of it. Just Zellsis to work with. And they cannot hold on to the space, looking for someone to take down, but it finds nothing. The space is what it's all about, but Xeppaa slipped back out, and a jump out of Hookah from Vanity. It's all coming together for C9 at long last as Cryo's left alone. I mean, they decide to use the showstopper here. I'm not sure if, you know, you sit back and take a breather in the 4v1 you needed to, but, you know, in the moment of panic, sometimes it's worth just throwing out. And up against a man like Cryo, if anyone's going to clutch it, it would be this guy.
Let's see what he can do. 4 players, a filthy crossfire. None of them going to peek either, because the second he jumps out, the contact will be there from Zellsis. This crossfire should make things a nigh-on impossibility, and any sound being made would give the game away. He's just trying to bait them into a swing, and while every single member peeks to try and clear, but you need to make sure that this Danger Man is off the angle and already just waiting above as they try and spam him out. Bang's actually got him I think he's found him through the edge of it. A huge opener into this site. Zellsis with a spam back. It seems like either side are almost just having those little moments of luck to get them the openers. And timing here is going to be everything. The peek into the orbital strike will drop the spike on the ground. And now 2 remain for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, even getting that spike back is going to be tough. It's on the other side of the wall. They'll manage to pick it up. You imagine the sprays would be on the way, but a little bit more passive from C9.
Look at where he is.
They've got great control indeed. Xeppaa's cutting them off again, but not managing to find the kill. They're onto the site. That's a rarity to see Xeppaa miss that, and it's given them a way back in.
I think he just didn't want to give things away. A shot from Derrek isn't bad, but now it's on to Asuna. He's been fantastic in this game so far, but this is going to be a tough one. A double lineup ready and waiting for him, just trying to get out of dodge. He'll find the first, but a quick trade from Leaf will give C9 their 5th round, bringing it at least a little bit closer towards C9. Just trying to avoid any sort of gamble. They are going to make their push through. Actually, the orbital strike thrown in. Asuna almost manages to get a couple, but he's definitely dragged one of them desperately low. Again, this is a much weaker purchase than we even saw in the last round, but look how tagged some of these players on the C9 side are getting. A real opportunity. Stella finding another. Even hits the shot up to Bang, and it just leaves one man standing. What a
45 seconds on the clock. C9 move forward. They look for some control, and it looks like we could see it indeed. Oh, Bang! A double kill and Asuna's answer on the other side. That is a conclusion to the round, with the up of Ye being the last man standing and the last hope for C9.
Oh, he's actually going to go through the TP. They hadn't even rotated that far away, so players are just going to be waiting. He's about to jump into the loving arms of some of the members of 100 Thieves.
Afterwards, I think his teammates not fully expecting over on that scene. Some nice movement, and it got him there to catch Xeppaa off guard. For 100 Thieves now, I mean, this is the home.
Ults starting to stack up a little bit, and it's looking like we're going straight into B.
Yes, it is. A Molly and Nade, and they've got it fully cleared. Asuna, though, pops the showstopper, and this is supposed to be a threat that stops them from planting. When they decide to stick it, well, he has a good idea where they're going to be. Taking down Vanity, robbing them of any smokes, robbing them of that Molotov that's been so annoying, although they used it early to get in there. Showstopper fired out on the other side, blind fire, and it landed nothing.
Yeah, he needs to hold this angle. Oh, the quick switch! And he comes out with 2! The best headhunter player in the world for a reason. And well, the second that happens, 100 Thieves are out. Not even going to bother trying to give this one a go. Wanting to make sure their economy stays strong. Wanting to try and save some of the weapons.
Now, they can't slip up.
That's the thing. There's so much individual talent on this C9 roster. I think there's obviously going to be work to be done to get everything ready over the next couple of months. But when you have stuff like this, sometimes it just doesn't even matter.
Well, except Focus.
Focus. They didn't score Focus.
They didn't. Focus knew what was going on. Oh, a little snake bite down, but he's already in. Zellsis runs into heavy traffic. And with Stellar's double, that has put a quick halt to C9's plans.
Yeah, definitely not the start that they were looking for. They're also going to spot the corner's position, but actually Leaf manages to get out of there, and Ye's found another. Back into a 3v3 scenario. Again, the advantage is diminishing so quickly, but there's still Asuna to deal with. I don't know if they'll expect him to be here. They've tried to bait him out with a peek. Vanity's going to go down for it, and a swing out again! Asuna with a double, he goes for everything! But Ye will put him in his place. A 1 versus 2, spike in hand, a chance to rotate. This time, there actually isn't anybody on the other side of the map, but he's going to go facing in instead. And with spotting that operator, you might think he'd want to go back, but no. He's going to go for the plant.
The orbital strike came through. He knows Brim's got to be somewhat close, but he's managed to get that spike down. If he could reposition with this operator, it could be everything. Oh, he's not going to make it. He got caught on the boxes on the way back through. And Bang, with the whole Bang.
Through that long position, this fight for Hookah could be absolutely everything, but Bang is not moving at all. Ye is going to take down Asuna, but this position from Bang, he needs to get something here. Finds a double. There's another within, and he comes out with 3. He's going to put the game to bed. In the form of Xeppaa early on, so they know that they're sort of spread out across the map. The B site looks like the point of call, and 2 players up above in the tower might make it a little bit more difficult. It's always tough to get into that side of the map, but Stellar as well, already finding the lurk of Ye.
Yeah, just a slightly different timing than they were expecting if that push was to come through, and it's caught them off guard. Leaf does well to recover, but you never expect a second player up there This time around, Bang has to be pressured from all angles, and they'll deal with him. No 4K for him in this pistol as 100 Thieves come back into a 3v3.
Yeah, they did very well to clear that out. Get the afterplant down. It's always going to be difficult on this B side of the map, but they've all been caught by the knife. Bar Xeppaa. He's trying to watch them on the cross. Vanity, though, hiding within his own smoke and the pistol round. In the stingers at the moment. And it's not even like they're going for some sort of risky stack. That's a perfect flash, though. The main reason bringing in that Omen is to use that paranoia to your advantage, and to find an opening like that onto Vanity, well, that's your controller down.
Yeah, Vanity's blitz smokes can be good, but use that flash correctly in the hands of someone like Bang after last map, it is a scary thought. Now look, he's already found the first, and the weapons aren't at that much of a disadvantage here for 100 Thieves, and in a close range fight, Bang comes ahead. That's 2 kills for him, and he's dealing damage to Ye. Cryo finishes. This could be a disaster. They win the pistol. Pulling this scoped weapon through, and the pace of that will probably catch them off guard, but here's the thing, C9 aren't going near it. They're moving into the B site, they're putting everything on the line here. You're gonna have an orbital strike right off the rip. It's caught. Leaf! They took down their own player, and 100 Thieves keep following up with more kills. Oh, C9! They tried.
Cryo, if he can even just get a pick here, he's in a good spot for the retake.
Yeah, trap is on drop. It's actually letting them out before slowing, and well, that could cause some problems.
10 seconds left.
You saw just there, we almost lost Ye. That op shot off by a pixel. Ye, well, he might make it away, but for how long? Couple of kills coming through. Vanity and Zellsis. Cryo still trying to find a target to land a shot on with this operator, but they are not peeking just yet. They know what's on the other side, and they're going to make 100 Thieves make that move with the man disadvantage.
Yeah, this is the thing. That aggression back in towards the spawn, finding them 2 kills, gave them a chance, but that one's for free. It's such a late push from Stella that they don't expect it. Cryo's found another. It's left down to just Vanity. The 1 versus 1. He's run out of bullets. He sat on the top of the site. Both players so desperately low, and a single bullet to either side could do it, but I think the time is gone. Vanity has won the round anyway, even though Cryo finds the kill.
Well, Cryo at least make... When you're not playing with X-Ray and you don't know that they're holding the angle waiting for you to walk on in. Ye's been forced back here, but with this weapon, he's more than happy to swing into positions. Asuna pays the price in blood, but a rolling thunder in, and Derrek is punishing them. He might be seized, but he seized the day with a quick kill. A double, and Cryo tries to replicate. He might not find it, but while the stun is near perfect, the spike is down, and they know exactly where Zellsis is.
Got the spike will be retrieved. The pop flash almost kills him off, and they're going to start pressuring. Paranoia used as well. There's so much utility on Zellsis. Position almost manages to come out with a double. The second goes his way, and that's the rolling thunder. A chance to isolate this duel. What a clutch!
Very aggressive one. This is like the pistol all over again, but pace to 100. Luckily, Leaf is able to make it out. But unfortunately, as they try to take space elsewhere, they run into Cryo, who hasn't been forced to use his anchor. Eventually he is, and he's pushed out, smoked out, up on player roll, but a rolling thunder will delay them and allow a retake of the site before the plan even comes in.
And this is the thing, they don't really have the ultimates to clear anything out. They can't throw in an orbital strike to move them before HP on Cryo. He'll go down. Now Asuna has made his way back around. Derrek still within the site. And actually, C9 have sort of paused here. The timing's not worked out, though. Just about being able to cling on to life. And in the meantime, Bang starting to wrap around. They're being pincered in. The spike has dropped. And although the duels are going the way of C9, they need to get back in for that spike. And they have.
They know the Bang's coming from this angle. Maybe a little closer than expected, but a quick shot from Ye. Those flashes have been on point. Good nade. That's going to slow them, but not Leaf. He's already gone right through, cleared a lot of space for them. Stellar stunned up, and the nade is perfect, precise. At his feet, dealing damage, taking Cryo down. He thought he was safe, but the little paint shells made it around the corner, and C9, well, they are very much on track for the 6-6. Another kill to come through. Leaf was robbed as Ye hit a shot through the smoke.
Yeah, Bang will spot out a little bit of information, but it almost comes down to him. Derrek left with just a pistol. To find anything into this round now would be a miracle.
Here.
as they are locked out of this site. Everybody patiently waiting in a crossfire, and it was a very slow start once again.
He single-handedly won rounds with them before. Now up against some weaknesses. It's a weird time to pull it out, but normally he gets the reward. So far, though, yet to see a conclusion on these duels. Plenty of bullets swinging either way, but Stellar making his way up and around heaven starts to put a bit of a spanner in the works. The opening kill goes to 100 Thieves after, an extended fight, and they've now got a plant to work with.
That's the thing, I feel like they still have to be a little bit aggressive here. Try and take some space away. Either they have to just sit back in the corners and wait for them to push, hope they don't have the utility to clear them out, and they do have a little bit of it nade through, but the battle's ultimately still going the way of 100 Thieves until Zellsis comes up with 3, making this one look doable. Stella with another, and now Yay, it's all that remains!
They didn't have 3 on B as far as we know. Let's do it again. And it's Yay, flashed up, but not taken out just yet. He could have gotten himself out of there, but he wanted a little bit more. That came at a heavier cost than he expected. Zellsis caught off guard. Bang was a little too close to get caught off by that ultimate. And with Leaf finding 2, he might have a chance. A little bit more with the damage coming in. An orbital strike to push them out of position. And Leaf has to do it all, but the showstopper's online. A close swing, and the rocket lands. 4 kills for this man. And some hope for the Cloud9 fans. Can get more favor to one team. Oh, Leaf. 40 HP, stuck in the corner, blinded up. Blast Pack trying to get out of there, but a Bang has got him easily. Zellsis, well, he's just conceding the control. The steps were heard as he fell back. And at this point, 100 Thieves don't have to commit. I mean, first couple of seconds, they have a man advantage to work with, and there's some weaknesses there for Cloud9. Add to that, I think the weapon's pretty irretrievable.
It's not the start they were looking for. So ready for their aggression to come through. They'd seen Leaf push that just a round or so ago, so they were ready and waiting. Again, almost just trying to fish information for Yay, but somehow the shot doesn't connect. He's going to be forced all the way back. Zellsis within the site, doesn't even know the angle has been lost, and because of that, he goes down to Asuna as well. It's looking scrappy for C9. They need someone to turn it back, and they are losing every single fight. This man pushing them back again and again, and a good stance. And while Vanity, he's going to have to watch it from the sidelines. He's not even made it through the first few seconds of the round, and showstopper not quite going to connect.
Didn't even make it onto the screen for what could be the final round. Vanity, though, is calling out for Zellsis to do some work. Stellar's gone. Some utility disappearing from the belt of 100 Thieves. And how will they respond to this? You know, we've already seen that there was a little bit of a lurk play, essentially, coming out from Cryo, and he has now unwittingly ended up completely behind this attack. He wanted to catch the defense retaking, I suppose. He wanted to catch them coming A main. Instead, he's taking down Zellsis. That's their supportive utility gone. Their stuns, their flashes no longer there. And without that help, you can see it's falling apart. Cloud9 are left with just not looking to take this in a passive stance. Right away, aggression comes in, and Leaf given the reward, but can he get out? No, not a chance.
Not normally the player you get aggressive with, especially with that Viper screen already down. I guess they've sort of set up around it. Yay just waiting above, watching for anybody to try and get in on the cross, but he's blocked by the screen, looking to try and be a little bit aggressive, but it hasn't worked out for him.
Very close, the duel's back and forth till 100 Thieves step up. Derrek with the double, and Vanity has to do it all. Just a smoke to work with, no extra utility. That Ghost is where all the credits have gone. He was lurking out towards B, catching for any flanks, but now he's got to take on all 3 of these players, and Asuna quickly puts that, telegraphing it somewhat, and C9 have the numbers.
That's the thing, it's Vanity's pushing to mid that gives them that information. He can still activate the smokes. The thing is, there's a lot of players here. They push off the Hunter's Fury, but Zellsis has come up with a couple, being tagged incredibly low, but he still has that support from Yay. And now Derrek, low HP players, a clutch that looks so winnable for him.
125 effective HP. Just a few bullets needed. Zellsis and Yay could go down so quickly, but it's the time, 10 seconds left. And now they know where he is. Getting this planted is next to impossible, but hold on, down to the 1v1. He might be able to bait them out, but the time is gone, and the spike is up top. It's done and dusted with patience from Vanity and Cloud. And they're making much better progress towards this site than they have before.
Zellsis already getting tagged up a little bit. This time, Leaf passive. So he has that utility to hold on to. What a crazy double coming out from Asuna as well. It leaves it problematic for Zellsis, and he may not be dead, but he basically is buried at this point. His teammate's so far away. Getting him brought back seems nigh on impossible. Now the Molotov has forced him out, and Zellsis is technically still garnering that information, but with the Nightfall already giving them the info of the push, another shot for Bang. It leaves Vanity to try and clutch this 1v2.
Oh, wow, he's making a good attempt at it. Asuna luckily able to hit those, forced him back and put 100 Thieves.
Bang is still there. Bang is still there. He's just waiting patiently. Zellsis hears him teleport away, doesn't expect there to be a second player. Bang again, causing them issues, and they're actually going to use themselves the Nightfall. It's only one player, and because of that, they're putting all their pressure onto Bang. The rest of the team are getting their afterplant in, or at least they thought they were. That Molotov again is going to deny them for a second and at least allow the cavalry to arrive.
Yeah, well, at least the wall has been mostly destroyed, but now here comes the Viper's Pit. Whole new angles opened up for them to play around. Asuna with the spray. He comes down close just a second later, and he might just have caught that kill. And now he's advancing up and taking some risks.
30 seconds.
That comes with a big cost. They wanted to create space to allow this plant. Instead, they've lost their Viper. And with 24 seconds left, there's so many defenders flooding into this site. The AWP hasn't yet played a role, and it might not. Derrek, well, he's dealt with finally. 15 seconds on the clock. Orbital strike called in to buy them that extra time. Down to 10. They've got to get forward and get it done. The spike's on the floor. It's now or never, and he's not even picked it up. Only just now going for the plant. If Vanity can deny it, it could be over. He's rushing in, fake the steps, Cryo around the floor. Oh, what? He's got it! Up. 100 Thieves force them back from A, or so they think. Those players have quickly come back in, an early retake, so to speak. 4 of the Cloud9 team are here. The weaker weapons now, well, they stand together, they multiply. Although Ye's been dealt with, that was the heavy hitter in this round. And now a shock dart combo. What? What?
It's got 2 with the Bucky! That's not something you're going to see every day. And now again, it's possible. If he gets that orb, he could get the res, but instead just opts to fall back, go for that rotation. Not going to be able to bring back one of his teammates, and for Zellsis, that should be a gun into his hands. A real possibility once again for C9, but the fact is, they've been close, but they've never quite been able to take it over the line. For a res, he'd have to go back in the other direction, so this almost becomes a little bit irrelevant with the plant going through on that B site, and Zellsis now homing in on his position.
There's the fight, he wasn't ready.
And the aggression of C9 has already been punished. Leaf again down early. Now the orbital strike is going to be used to deny the plant. It gives them a lot of information and even find out that there's a player still towards the tube. They have got so much ground to be back into position, but I don't think they're going to be able to deny it this time. Estella's just going to stick that plant.
Yeah, there you go. The plant finally coming through. He had the support as the players go back towards yellow. It's Derrek, Marshall in hand. And they're worried about mid at this point. They know the player went back down through tube. They don't know that he's actually playing passive, using his utility to help his teammates. They need a lot of help. These weaker weapons not quite stacking up in head-to-head duels most of the time, but Cryo out wide. He's caught him off guard. And we're down to just Ye, the man who had some opportunities earlier on. The 1v2 not looking too easy. That operator, it's a big risk to throw it at a play like this. And he's gonna decide to back off. A save called and another round now guaranteed for 100 Thieves. Vanity forced back. The Molly is going to be used up another time, but they're adjusting their plant position. A deeper wall this time to combat that play from Cloud9 we've seen so many times. A whiff from Cryo. And Stellar's deleted, although he gets the plant in, so he's able to at least set his teammates up with the time on their side.
That's the thing, he's happy to be the sacrificial lamb. His utility doesn't become that valuable. And again, Cryo, he's so good on these lurks. He's so good at just finding the space behind them. They even spotted him rotating back around, but they don't realize, they have absolutely no idea. A chance to just end the round, and Cryo's there again. They just can't deal with this man. Zellsis tries his best.
In the panic stations start to set in, the one guy who, you know, maybe will save or maybe stands a chance in fights is...
Hasn't seen him, but he might still get the kill. Ye just about takes him out. The thing is, though, it doesn't matter. This was all a ruse. That trap destroyer rotated the entire team away. And the thing is, okay, they're going to upgrade some weapons. They're going to give themselves a better chance. It's still not a bad spot for C9 to be in. But again and again, 100 Thieves and their afterplants have been unstoppable.
That weapon in spawn is still sat on the floor, right? So for Cloud9, they've only got the 2 rifles on the way back through, but a man advantage at least. They can manage to trade effectively. That's easier said than done. Asuna playing sneaky inside the smoke. He's going to grab one, even the numbers, the heals coming through, and Derrek is as well. The support, Ye up top, he whiffs. And although Xeppaa is able to find the kill, the time now starts to become a big problem. The wall breaks, the 1v2, the spray from Asuna, he knows they're not defusing, another angle taken, and he might just be able to stop it. They line up! The orb up, they know it's a possibility, but the timing, it's sublime. They've been checking it every so often, and they didn't expect him to be here. He somehow walks away with a double, and they've shut down the B main hold. The flank of Cryo finally dealt with, but they have the whole 100 Thieves roster to work with now. Post-plant Viper's Pit in the final round. They are putting everything into this.
They even have a res. I don't think they're gonna need it, but they even have that extra piece. And for the remaining two, Ye and Xeppaa, they need a quick kill. They need to isolate a duel. And Asuna is waiting in this corner. He will go down. That's something at least, but the spam from Bang is perfect once again. A 9-3 half.
No easy way out of it, but I like the idea, you know, they believe in their game plan. They're gonna ride it out till the end. This is close. And with the Prowler going out, Cryo is a very good idea. He knows exactly what's going on. He's turning his back to the player, but still gets out of dodge for free. Oh my, another kill. The third player posted on that angle. They stacked it up, and C9 walked right into the trap. Another force buy for this team, and practically nothing found. Ye needs an ace clutch. No better man for the job, that's for sure, but he is put in a box right now.
Yeah, 1 versus 5. And the thing is, we've seen how controlled 100 Thieves have been throughout the entirety of this. He gets a couple, he does some damage.
30 seconds
Do or
left.
die time for C9. Leaf on his way through, gets the trap, gets the jump on Stellar as well, but the box protected him. He's up close, popping a slow. Leaf stuck in the mud is going to be dealt with. A great kill and a follow-up from Cryo. The dominoes are starting to fall. 100 Thieves. Only a few more kills needed. Xeppaa and Vanity, all that stands in their way. Not a kill in this round. It's a clean sweep from 100 Thieves. All 5 members stand as they claim victory here at